Here's another 259 vlog. In this vlog, you'll see me talk about the setup for the Super Bowl 52 and me talking about the Royal Rumble this year. Well, this is a surprise. The Philadelphia Eagles already decimated the Minnesota Vikings on the NFC Championship, and the New England Patriots beating the Jacksonville Jaguars on the AFC Championship. So it looks like Super Bowl 52 is all set in February. So it's the Patriots against the Eagles on Super Bowl 52. And plus, we all remember last year's Super Bowl on Super Bowl 51. It was the New England Patriots against the Atlanta Falcons. You remember when the Atlanta Falcons were off to a good start, but however, on the second half, the New England Patriots made a hell of a miracle, and then they made NFL history by having overtime on Super Bowl. On the Super Bowl. Never before in the history of the NFL there has been an overtime on the Super Bowl. But last year's Super Bowl, it happened. New England Patriots made a hell of a miracle by making a come-from-behind victory on overtime on Super Bowl 52 against the Atlanta Falcons. It looks like the Atlanta Falcons fans were stunned about that. We'll see if the Philadelphia Eagles have what it takes against the New England Patriots on the Super Bowl in February. Well, it looks like my mom's favorite team, the Philadelphia Eagles, haven't been reaching the Super Bowl for years. Although the Miami Dolphins haven't been reaching the Super Bowl for years either. Because last time when they went to the Super Bowl, it was way back in the 70s. They were two-time Super Bowl champions at that time, but over the years, the Dolphins never stand a chance. Ever. Well, the Dolphins once again put up a good effort, but not good enough, to say the least. If only the Miami Dolphins would play good, they would be in the playoffs too. But no, they always ended up failing. One day, I'm sure someday, the Miami Dolphins will reach the Super Bowl. Because they haven't been reaching the Super Bowl since the 70s. But, nonetheless, Super Bowl 52, the New England Patriots against the Philadelphia Eagles. Well, the Minnesota Vikings and the Jacksonville Jaguars are now eliminated. And we're down to the final two teams, the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles. Well, I'm going for Mom's favorite team, the Philadelphia Eagles, but not the New England Patriots. Because we all remember last year's Super Bowl between the Patriots and the Falcons. So Philadelphia Eagles kick the Patriots' asses. I have my money on the Philadelphia Eagles. So New England Patriots, you're going down. It is on like Donkey Kong. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to kick the New England Patriots' asses. So I'm putting my money on the Philadelphia Eagles. And Patriots, you better not make another miracle again like you did with the Atlanta Falcons last year on Super Bowl 51! Do you have any idea how the Falcons feel? All the Falcons fans were stunned about that! Well, the Philadelphia Eagles are not gonna fall for that. I bet you guys would never win. The Patriots, you're going down! You're going down! You're fucking dead! You're fucking dead! You're fucking dead! So Philadelphia Eagles, kick the Patriots' ass and win the Super Bowl! The 2018 Royal Rumble happens in 6 nights. The matches that will happen on this year's Royal Rumble: Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will take on AJ Styles in a 2-on-1 handicap match for the WWE Champion. Just imagine if Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn can beat AJ Styles, then Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will become co-WWE Champions. Also, Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, and Kane, triple threat match for the WWE Universal Champion. And the question is everybody going to be safe on tonight's 25th anniversary of Raw? Because last week on Raw, Braun Strowman was canned by Raw GM Kurt Angle after what he did to both Brock Lesnar and Kane 2 weeks ago, when Braun Strowman just pulls down that metal thing. I don't know what it is, but it has something to do with that cable. Whatever it is big. The setup, the structure. I guess that's what Braun Strowman did to both Brock Lesnar and Kane 2 weeks ago. But last week, after when Braun Strowman was canned by Kurt Angle, he has to wreck everything. He has to go in a nearly fatal rampage throughout the episode of Raw. He even lifted that trailer too, just like when he lifted that ambulance when Roman Reigns was in there. And he even ambushed Michael Cole too, and the security guards. But the question is, will Braun Strowman behave this time on tonight's 25th anniversary of Raw? And Braun Strowman is still on Raw because Stephanie McMahon told Kurt Angle to rehire him, and the triple threat match for the WWE Universal Champion between Braun Strowman, Kane, and Brock Lesnar goes on. Also, Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins will take on Sheamus and Cesaro for the Raw Tag Team Champions. But will it turn out to be a triple threat tag team match? Because for the past 2 weeks, Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews, they both beaten Sheamus and Cesaro twice for the past 2 weeks. Will Kurt Angle make it a triple threat tag team match tonight at the Royal Rumble for this Sunday? Or will the match stay how it is? And also, there will be 2 Royal Rumble matches. Normally, there usually be 1. But for the very first time in WWE history, there are 2 Royal Rumble matches. 1 for the men and 1 for the women. I mean, the women's evolution make history yet again. There was a women's steel cage match. There was a tables match. There was a Hell in a Cell match. There was a Money in the Bank ladder match for the women's. But now, for the very first time in WWE history, the women will have the first ever Women Royal Rumble match. And the winner of those 2 Royal Rumble matches will go on to main event WrestleMania. But there will be 2 detour pay-per-views along the way in February and March. the Elimination Chamber, and Fastlane. That already happened last year, but now they're back again once again. WrestleMania 33 happens in April. Well, that's the news for y'all. If you guys haven't done your WWE Network free month, feel free to do so now. In 6 nights, it's the Royal Rumble.